want. I can see you though, so you don't have a little red circle to kill me with.
You don't have my vision.
What are you, Martin Luther King? I have a dream!
It's not a dream.
Oh. And I wasn't dissing black people. I love black people. I mean, like the guy we met on our first ever escapade on GTA 4 multiplayer. That guy was awesome. Still playing the fucking Atari. Okay, the story behind that was this is just a random funny story for you guys because this next review probably won't take very long. So I'm going to tell you a funny story. We got on GTA 4 on Xbox Live one day. We were just going to jump in a random room. It was just me and him. I believe he was at my house too. I think we were both
Probably
sitting like 5 feet away from each other. And we both have our headsets on and we're listening to these guys talk. And this guy's like, "Oh, you know, nigga doesn't have an Xbox 360. Nigga still playing a game on Atari." And he's like, starts going off the Mario theme, and me and him look at each other like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And he's like, yeah, yesterday I had a baby. It came up my ass. And we're like, what? We were laughing so hard. It was awesome.
It seriously confused me. One, how the hell do you play GTA 4 on the Atari? And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't have any babies, nor am I in the medical field, but I don't think babies come out of dudes' asses.
Alright, so moving on now. This next review is Perfect Dark Zero for the Xbox 360. The plot is Joanna has to stop some madman guy from taking over the world, kind of, just like every single other FPS out there. Someone is trying to take over the world and you're trying to kill them.
Makes sense.
But we both played this game. I don't know, have you beaten it?
Yes, I have.
You got to the final battle. That's what to do with the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know you got that far. That's pretty BA. Anyway, so we both played the game the entire way through, which is news to me. But this game, the gameplay is very, very much like any other FPS.
You get guns, you shoot things, they die.
And while we're on the note of guns, the guns in this game are awesome. We'll get to that later. The characters, you got Joanna from the last game. You got her dad. I can't remember what his name is off my head.
Jack.
Jack, yes. Jack Dark. You got her little buddy that helps you. Yeah, there's some characters in this game, but we're not going to get too deeply into it. But the main character is Joanna. She was the same character from The Perfect Dark for 64. Same exact character. Still a badass. Still don't want to fuck with her. Much like Natalie Portman, my penis is scared of her too.
She could kick the crap out of Master Chief.
Yeah, she could. Fuck your Master Chief. Master Chief would be like, I need a weapon. Jonah's like, I don't. Pow! Right in the face! Pow! Right in the kiss. Anyway. So, alright. Things I like about this game. It stayed very true to the original, Perfect Dark.
For fans of the original, you kind of get a backstory on Joanna, see how she, came to be the badassness in the first one.
Because this game is actually a prequel. I forgot to state that. This game is actually a prequel to the first one. Which explains why she's hotter in this one, because she's younger.
Indeed.
But still a badass. Interesting. Actually, the beginning of this game, she's actually a mercenary for... No, she doesn't actually work for not Datadyne. Carrington. She doesn't work for Carrington yet. But Datadyne is still in this game, for those of you who hated Datadyne in the first one. Fucking Datadyne. Bastards. Again, another thing we like about this game, Johanna still makes me hard while she kills things.
I gotta say, I just gotta throw this out there. I'm not gonna give away too much, but there's a little scene that involved the jetpack, and
burn, bitch.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was one of the best scenes of that game. And just to state on Joanna's hotness, I believe we were playing co-op one time, and I was playing player one, so I was Joanna. He was running behind me, staring at my ass the entire time.
It was pretty funny.
It was. And then I got shot and died. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was staring at your ass. I didn't realize you were getting shot at. So, there's a little story about how hot Joanna is still. The new guns are pretty awesome. There's a couple new guns. They brought back some of the old ones, like the Falcon 2.
Laptop gun.
And there's a sword now called the Vibroblade. That was probably my favorite weapon in the entire game, because if you know how to use that thing, you can fuck some couches, man. You can fuck some couches. Kind of like that guy on Nip Tuck.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that video, go look up Nip Tuck fuck your couch. It's hilarious.
I will say this, like, the new guns are pretty cool, but I did miss some of, like, the alien ones from the first one.
Right,
Like,
like
I love
the
the Callisto NTG, that's one of my favorites.
Right, yeah, there's another one. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. There's a couple other ones. The Farsight was another good one.
Yeah.
But there's a gun similar to the Farsight in this one. I can't remember what it's called, but instead of seeing through walls, you see through people. It's like an X-ray gun.
Yeah. I
But
kind of missed the Reaper, too.
the Reaper was badass.
That thing was awesome.
Yeah, there are new guns, but some of the all the old ones aren't there because again, there's no aliens in this one. So, MagSec, the MagSec is still actually in this game.
Indeed.
The MagSec was one alien gun that still made it in this game. I'm not quite sure why, but it still is in the game.
Actually, I think it might have been a Datadyne weapon.
Was it a Data weapon?
I think so.
It's been a long time since we played the first one. Give us a break. But anyway, another thing we like is it's the same multiplayer from the first one. You can still add the bots. You can still play with your friend who's sitting right next to you, and still have tons and tons of fun with that
You can
multiplayer.
play online, of course. It was like one of the original releases for, the Xbox 360, so of course, they're going to up it with the online multiplayer. But yeah, if you're one of those people that has no friends and just sits at home, you can still load it up with bots and just shoot them instead.
And even if you do have friends, you can still do that. It's still fun.
That's true. It is.
There are some problems with this game now. Granted, it was one of the first Xbox 360 games.
But so was Oblivion.
Right. And this game's graphics... Now, I'm not big on graphics. You can give me a stick figure as long as it has a good storyline and good gameplay. I'll still play it. But it does kind of kill a little bit whenever you're expecting something on the Xbox. The graphics in this game look more like a PS2 game.
They do.
Now... Granted, again, it was on the first Xbox 360 games, but again, so was Oblivion, and that game was beautiful.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it is true that it was one of those, hey, we're launching in like 2 weeks, so we need this out now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna try and fix it. No, just release it. Okay.
But it was still a good game. Still a good game despite the graphics.
The one thing they tried to implement is the cover system, which I didn't think they pulled off too well in this game, personally. I think it just got in the way more of my killing things.
But here's my take on the cover system. Let's see how much time we got left, so I don't know how long I have to rant. We got about 2 minutes. The cover system, to me, I used it. I thought it was good, but the reason I don't think he likes it is because he doesn't normally use cover systems.
Well, see, it's like one of those things, like Gears has a cover system, but for Gears it really is life or death. You have to use it. This one, you didn't really have to, and it's like, it's there, but why?
I still used it, but I mean, it's to each his own. I like it, he doesn't. Whichever one of us you like better, go with that review of it. But, of course you're going to like him better. He has the faux hawk, bastard. So, anyway, I just give it 3.75. I liked it, but the graphics kind of killed it for me a little bit.
I'm giving it a 3.5 because although it was fun, I just don't think it lived up to expectations because the first one was just so glorious.
But it is very, very hard to beat the first one. So, alright, that's it. Next review is Lunchbox doing a Castlevania review, so Tass, this is not going to be under 10 minutes. Sorry.
Nope.